What is going on, you absolutely beautiful people? We're back, and today we're going to be covering a little bit of a water box type deck. This is the deck that I did bring to Baltimore Regionals, but I did swap out a few things with the addition of this beautiful Regigigas here, and we ended up taking out a level ball. Not a level ball, a nest ball. I keep forgetting that level ball is not in the format anymore. If you guys know me, I'm a bit of an expanded guy. But anyway, so this deck revolves around a couple of things. We revolve around Excalibur, which allows us to attach as many water energy from our hand to our Pokemon as we want. The main way that we get this energy is with Chien-Pao EX, which is going to be our main attacker in this deck with the Shivery Chill ability. Once during your turn, if it's in the active spot, you can search your deck out for 2 water energy and put them into your hand. And the Hail Blade attack for 60 damage, and then you can discard as many water energy on your Pokemon as you want. And for each energy you discard, you do 60 damage. So this thing has an infinite damage cap, and it's absolutely wild. It's probably my favorite attacker to ever be released, at least in this format. I mean, I guess you could say in previous formats, I was more so of a Mega Rayquaza, Gardevoir GX kind of guy. But today we have Chien-Pao, and Chien-Pao has been the main deck that it's been my comfort deck. It's what I go to whenever I'm not, I'm having some rough times on the ladder. I've been running into some interesting matchups. I just run some Chien-Pao and I end up scraping people off the bottom of the sidewalk. It's all good times. And another attacker that we play here is Palkia V and Palkia V Star. We don't really touch the Palkia V as much. If you World of Region was definitely an attack that's used every so often. I mean, it's not like the best ability in the game to have an attack that goes for a stadium card, puts in your hand. We don't play many stadiums. We play a couple, but we don't play many. But Subspace Swell is the attack that we're going to be going for with Palkia V Star, with that beautiful Subspace Swell for doing 60 damage and 20 more for each bench Pokemon, both yours and your opponents. So this thing is what is the main attacker in the Palkia Noctowl with Terapagos, which is the deck I'm going to be covering sooner or later because that deck is awesome and I love every second of it. And the ability, the V-Star power, Star Portal. Once during your turn, you can attach up to 3 water energies from your discard pile to any of your water Pokemon in any way you like. This thing can set up your Alolan Vulpix V-Star, which is a great way to bridge into this next attacker. We got Snow Mirage, which is for 160, which is essentially Shred. I mean, it's already good in that respect, but also if your opponent's active Pokemon has an ability, not just active Pokemon, sorry. If your opponent's active Pokemon with abilities tries to attack you, you negate that damage. So Alolan Vulpix V-Star is able to just sit there and tank hits from Charizard. It's actually how I got my first win at the Baltimore Regional, was by using Snow Mirage against a Charizard and turrowing up my only 2 prize liability on the bench. And they couldn't do anything about that. What else do we have in the deck? We have Radiant Greninja, which is a beautiful way to get your draw engine in. Once during your turn, you may discard an energy card from your hand and draw 2. Moonlight Shuriken is also an attack that you can power up with Star Portal, which does 90 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon at the cost of discarding 2 energy. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it is definitely something to look out for. And with the Excalibur, you can start powering this thing up and using your trainer cards, which we'll cover in a second, to sort of recover that energy and get it back into your hand. We play 1 copy of Wellspring Mask Ogerpon EX, which is a beautiful thing to have in the deck because it allows us to fill up our bench to 8 using Area 0, which we play in this deck. And on top of that, Torrential Pump is not a bad attack either. You can shuffle 3 energy attached to this Pokemon into your deck, and if you do, 120 damage to a bench and 100 to the active. 100 to the active isn't really what we're going for. 120 to the bench is what we can do some serious work with. Your Charmeleons, your Pidgeotos, your Dusclops, your Pokemon that are evolving into higher stage attackers or Pokemon that can be dangerous are what you're going to want to hit with Torrential Pump, especially if you can boss one up and then use the attack. That's going to be what you're going to be using a lot. Secondary draw engine, we play Bibarel. I just want to make sure I get my last few little sets in with this beautiful beaver right here before it gets rotated out of the format. It's going to be such a sad rotation. I mean, we're losing a lot, but I'm not really too upset with it. And then we have Regigigas. Absolutely beautiful attacker right here. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a Terra Pokemon, it does 230 more damage. This thing hits for 330 for 4 energy. This thing is one-tapping your Zards. It's one-tapping everything that isn't an absolute tank with 340 HP, which is going to be absolutely pivotal inside of matchups where we're going to need it. But when we don't need it, we can just use it as Ultra Ball fodder. It's not really that big of a deal. We play 2 copies of Buddy Buddy Poffin to be able to grab ourselves our Frigibax and our Bidoofs. 3 copies of Rare Candy. It's a Chien-Pao build. You got to play Rare Candy. We're playing Secret Box, my favorite A-Spec, the best A-Spec in my opinion. Discard 3 other cards from your hand, and when you do, you get an item, tool, supporter, and a stadium card. This thing is the beautiful way to set up your hand and get yourself ready for the current turn or the next turn. And because because it's a Chien-Pao build and we can already benefit from discarding energy and bringing it back, you can just discard 3 water energy and you essentially give yourself a free hand. Play 2 copies of Super Rod to be able to bring back some of our Pokemon. We don't really use this for energy. We have a specific card for energy, but in the case that we don't have those cards or we have used them, Super Rod getting energy back is not really the most unideal thing ever. 4 copies of Superior Energy Retrieval. This is going to be your go-to to get your energies back after hitting a big KO with Chien-Pao. Discard 2 other cards from your hands. Put up to 4 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand, and you can't choose a card you discarded. So like if you discard 2 energy with Superior Energy, you can't get those 2 energy back, which is a good way that they sort of nerfed it a little bit. We play 2 copies of Switch just in case we're playing against a sort of stall wall type deck. We want to be able to make sure that we can pivot around our Pokemon just a little bit better. 4 copies of Ultra Ball. Actually, we're gonna do an on the fly edit real quick. Hold on. We're gonna do an on the fly edit. So scuffed. We're gonna be adding in Latias. Let's just add in the Latias EX real quick, just to make sure that we can get ourselves a nice little option to pivot, just so that way we don't need to use our switches. We could have taken out a switch and added the Ultra Ball back, but you know what? We live on the edge anyway here. I play meta decks. I don't play them well. Next card we're going to be covering is Area 0. We'll play 3 total Area 0 Underdepths, which if you have a Terra Pokemon in play, you can have up to 8 Pokemon on your bench. This not only beefs up Palkia's attack, but it also will allow you to be able to get more Deuce on your bench. It's going to let you put more Frigibaxes, more Palkias, more of everything that you play can be put on your bench as a result. Sorry about that, guys. My headset loves to do this thing where it disconnects and reconnects, and then when it does that, it'll just be a little jump cut. It's not that big of a deal. Play 1 copy of Boss's Orders. Now we don't play a lot of grab things off the bench in this deck, simply because we want to make space for everything else, and also we just want to be able to start attacking. We want to be able to do as much damage as we possibly can, so just smacking into something in the active is not really the worst thing that you can have happen. I mean, especially if it's something that's if it's a 1-prizer, it's going to be slightly annoying, but if you're smacking into something that's like a 2-prizer, even if it's something that like you don't really want, like let's say if they have a Dragapult on your bench that you didn't hit before, they can just put that in the active and leave the damage one on the bench. We play enough bench snipe anyway as it is. We play 1 copy of Briar. We play Briar just for that odd chance we can pull off like a 4-prize card turn with Radiant Greninja or something like that. It's very rare, but it happens. We play 1 copy of Iono, just a little bit of hand disruption. I mean, hand disruption is kind of dead considering Pheasantipity EX is in the format, yada yada yada. We play 3 copies of Irida, which is going to be your go-to supporter in a Chien-Pao build. Grab yourself your Baxcalibur and Rare Candy. I mean, what else are you really going to be grabbing with Irida? I mean, that's really all that's all you could ask for. We play 1 copy Professor Turo, just to be sure that there's not, like, if we're in a position where we're just swinging with Vulpix and we have a Palkia on the bench and they need 2 prize cards, you know, we could just Turo up whatever we got. And we also play 10 copies of basic water energy. So yeah, that's the list. And let's get into game number 1. Game number 1, Cosmic Seeker 98 is going to be calling the coin flip. They do have a water coin, which leads me to believe that they're playing a water deck. Surprise, surprise. But I'm actually kind of curious what kind of deck we're going to be going into. I guess we'll find out here in a second. Alright. So chances are we are going to go second, which isn't the worst thing in the world. I mean, it's going to give us an extra turn to set up and allow us to use our supporter. But let's see how we go. Let's see how the hands are looking. Let's see how the iron hands are looking. Also, we don't play iron hands in this deck. I'm sure you already figured. Oh, that is a hand. That's a hand and a half. I like it. Oh my god. All right, so we can Shivery Chill, discard the 3 energy, grab Buddy Buddy Poffin, Area 0, grab ourselves. We don't play any tools. Yeah, we don't play any tools, so it's not really going to be that big of a thing for us to search out, but at the end of the day, we can sort of make do with what we got. Ooh, Palkia Noctowl. This is going to be a deck that I would love to cover in the near future. This deck is absolutely insane in the right hands. It can probably be the best deck in the format, to be completely honest. Don't yell at me for saying that. If you've been watching the regionals lately, this thing has gotten second place twice. And I will say that the only reason it got second place at San Antonio was simply due to bricks. I mean, it wasn't doing the thing, and there was a lot of misplays that were going on. So I will say that this deck if you aren't, if you're like just sort of like nailing down to the board, you can actually probably pull something off of this deck. I believe in it. I think it can get a nice little win. It's not going to be Palkia knocked out. We've seen the Eevee hit the board. That's interesting. All right, so I guess we can sort of move on. Maybe it's going to be Vaporeon build. And I haven't seen what Vaporeon EX does. I haven't been playing much lately. I've just been sort of doing the podcast. As you guys know, the Battle VIPs podcast, Pointless Shout, with my boy Jinj TCG, who inspired me to make this channel. So, yeah, outside of that, we're going to be seeing our opponent did attach an energy to Hoot Hoot. I don't know if they're playing the Flap next turn or the turn after. Could be not a bad shout. Not a bad shout. Buddy Paulfin, what else are we going to be grabbing? What else do you want? What don't you have on that bench? Because you already have the 2 EVs. If he grabs another EV, I might actually just like tweak out. Yep, there it is. Another EV and a Hoot Hoot. So I'm actually quite curious what evolution they play. I mean, I don't remember if Vaporeon is any good. I know Jolteon and Flareon are the most played evolutions, and they pass. Awesome. So let's see what we get off this top deck. Another energy. Awesome. This is going to be insane. So we're going to grab 2 with Shivery Chill. We're going to attach to the Chien-Pao. We're going to secret box away 3 energy. It seems like a bad idea, but I promise you it's not. Grab our Area 0, Buddy Paulfin, and I guess we can grab Iono for the next turn. Because we're going to Buddy Paulfin Frigibax, and that, a Bidoof right there. And then we're going to Irida for Rare Candy. And a Teal Mask Ogerpon. No, we already have the Teal Mask Ogerpon. Yep, Rare Candy, Radiant Greninja. So let's go ahead and play the stadium, bench the Radiant Greninja, and pass our turn. Next turn, we're going to be getting the Rare Candy Back's Caliber out, which is going to be huge for us. And then if we can Iono into a Bibarel, we can start getting a little bit more consistency moving on. This deck is actually performing really well right now, and I'm so happy. I want to get at least... I want to see if I can maybe 3-0. If I can 3-0, that would be absolutely wild. So we do have 1 energy on that Hoot Hoot. Area 0 is going to help them out, but I'm not really too worried about giving my opponent a little bit of an easier time, considering that we are playing one of those hit and run decks that just loves to be massive. Oh, and our opponent's going to Iono. That's rough. Okay, so there goes the Red Candy Back Excalibur. I guess maybe we can get into an Irida, and that's nothing. That is not what I wanted to see, but you know what? We can always get Palkia V-Star, and then we can do the energy that way. We can Palkia V-Star onto the Radiant Greninja and take out 2 EVs. That might be the play, but I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do after that. Or I can get out the 2 Hoot Hoots, because I feel like giving them an out with trainer cards is going to be a little bit more annoying than if they were to actually get the EVs out. Yeah, because like if I just give them 2 sets of trainer cards and get Super Rod, Buddy Paulfin, just get back the EVs. If I get rid of the Hoot Hoots, then they're going to have to evolve and not really have much support afterwards, which is going to be a little bit, probably a better play, to be completely honest. There might be another way around this, but overall, I think that we've got a pretty decent shot right now. To be complete, are we seriously doing this right now? There's no way. Am I going to get flapped for... Am I going to be the first person in TCG history to get hit with flap for 20? And they do play Flareon EX. Interesting. Oh yeah, so they do play Water Energy for that second attack. I totally forgot about that. Whoopsies. But Flareon is weak to us, so I don't know what they're really thinking about. Oh, so we're going against a whole evolution type deck. Interesting. That Severe Squale ability or attack isn't really the worst thing in the world. Aquamarine is alright, I mean, I guess. But, I mean, it'd probably be better if you could get a free retreat. I just got hit with flap for 20. This is wild. I'm in the back rooms of the back rooms right now, and I am enjoying my stay. Alright, let's see what we can get going here. We're going to Radiant Greninja away in energy. Draw an extra 2 cards. Ultra Ball and Buddy Paulfin. We're going to Buddy Paulfin for another Frigibax and a Bidoof, just to sort of establish a better board state. Ultra Ball away, Palkia, and Area 0. Let's grab ourselves a Bibarel. Do we want to get a Bibarel? Yes, we... Yeah, we do. Yes, we do. So we're going to Ultra Ball away, Superior Energy in Area 0. We're going to get ourselves a Palkia. I could have misplayed totally, and someone's probably yelling at me right now, but you know what? Whatever. We're going to play the Palkia, and then we're going to bench the Regigigas, and then we're going to use Industrious Incisors to draw 5. Let's see what we can get here. There's 2 backs Caliber, just barely missing the Rare Candy. God, that's annoying. That is going to... But you know what? Honestly, I feel like it might be a good idea to just Shivery Chill, grab 2 more energy, just for the coming turns. attach one to Radiant Greninja, swap into it, and then Palkia V-Star. 2 onto Greninja, 1 onto Chien-Pao, so I can do a follow-up attack on Flareon if they do choose to promote Flareon. I did play, hold on, 100 and then 120. I mean, nah, I think it might just be better for us to do it like that. Yeah. Moonlight Shuriken onto the active Hoot Hoot. Okay, so 90 and 90. I mean, it's not the worst in the world. I mean, we were planning to do that anyway. So, I mean, it sort of worked out in the end. We did take our 2 prize cards. What did we get? Red Candy Ultra. Oh, let's go. That's what we wanted to see, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to candy backs, and then we're going to put our energy onto the... Hold on, we might be able to pull off a Regigigas attack right now, and that would be insane. If we can get a Regigigas... Oh, wow. All right. We gotta hold it, because we can attach 3 energy to Gigas, retreat into it, and then we'll see what our top deck is. We will see what the top deck is. Let's see how they're feeling. Let's see if they're feeling generous to us right now, because right now we can't really do much with Radiant Greninja. I mean, we could do 90 to EV, and then we would just be wasting 90 damage onto a bench. So, I mean, it really wouldn't be the best thing in the world to be able to use Radiant Greninja right now. We could go into Palkia, swing with Palkia, and then they're not going to be able to one-shot Palkia because they don't have the energy. But they're in a rough spot right now. Without the Hoot Hoots, they have no access to trainer cards, and with 3 cards in their hand, they might just be lost here. Alright, so like I mentioned before, they are going to play Super Rod, so let's see what you're going to get back. I'm probably going to get back the 2 Hoot Hoots in their energy, if I had to guess, and they might have a Buddy Puff in their hand to get those Hoot Hoots back. But if they do, that's just going to be an easy another 2 prize cards. Did they just do energy? Yeah, they just did the energy. So I guess they just rotted 2 energy back instead of doing anything like actually, you know, worth doing. To put it very bluntly, but who knows? Maybe and they're just gonna pass. That's wild. All right. Oh, I didn't even mention Vulpix. Oh, that's tough. Anyway. Oh no. Anyway, do we want to attach 2 to Regigigas, and then maybe get Boss's orders off of the... Hold on, I think we draw first. Yeah, we definitely draw the 2, or the single card first, and then we can Rare Candy and get another Excalibur down. Attach a basic water to Regigigas. Go ahead and not be able to use Industrious Incisors. Did we already use it this turn? Oh yeah, we did draw the 1 card, and then we did the concealed cards, right? Or am I completely misrepresenting what happened? Whatever, I'm not really too worried about it. I guess we could just attack with Chien-Pao, do the 60, and then just move on with our life, because that's really what we're going to be doing anyway. So let's go ahead and just use Super Cold to be able to attach the extra energy to Regigigas. They're going to have to take out either Chien-Pao or the Regigigas, because both of them are really good attackers in this deck right now. So they're going to have a rough time getting around this. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at them if they just concede after this. But, hey, it's still winnable. Still winnable for our opponent. They have a uphill road to climb, but it's not going to be impossible. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, it's going to be definitely a bit of a rough time for them, because they do have no energies attached still at this point, and I'm already setting up for, like, massive KOs right now. I can Ultra Ball away a Alolan Vulpix V-Star and a Alolan Vulpix V to just fail it and then draw 5 off of Bibarel and then see what we can get off there. If we can get another Superior Energy Retrieval, because we do play 4, or we do play 4, right? Yeah. I know my list, obviously. I literally saw this list more times than I can imagine, and yet I'm forgetting what cards I'm playing and the quantities. Awesome. So a Fire Energy going on to the Vaporeon. I think we just swing with Regigigas. I think that's just what we're going to have to do. Arven for Buddy Buddy? And Counter Gain? I guess? I mean, Counter Gain wouldn't be a bad shout to put on Flareon to return KO. It wouldn't be return KO, actually, yeah. So I guess just Buddy Buddy Polyphon. But that just leaves us open to Radiant Greninja, right? So, like, what is Blood cooking right now? Bro is not doing anything in the kitchen. Buddy Buddy Poffin, maybe? No, right? Because they don't have... I mean, they could get more EVs, right? So, I mean, I'm not really too... I'm not picking a Victini. Interesting. That's the only thing they grabbed was just a random Victini. Awesome. So they are stuck beyond stuck. And we're just going to be sitting here and we're just going to clean up. We're just going to use the Reggie sweep right now. If our opponent actually wants, yeah, they just pass. Okay. Kind of feel bad, but we just topped it. Never punished. I'm just never punished when it comes to Chien-Pao. I don't know what it is. This scary little ice cat loves me. Super cold onto the active retreat. And then we're just going to put a couple energies on Palkia, and we're going to put one on Wellspring Mask. Just on the off chance that they do try and get something in the active that I want to keep there, but I mean, this game is pretty much chalked anyway for our opponent. I mean, Chien-Pao is still an absolute menace to be a menace to society. 330 with Regigigas right now. Let's go. Clean up that little board right there. And that's one prize left for us. And we pick up a Turo. Awesome. I didn't even realize that was prized. Why would I prize check? I just full send only. Who prize checks in 2025? I mean, come on. We're 27 days into 2025, and I'm already still keeping the bad habits. But our opponent is just going to be sitting here staring at their board. Victini is not the worst thing in the world to put up, but if they can get a counter gain Fire Energy and a Switch, which they're not going to be able to do, I think it's just over. I think it is just over. I think the evolutions are decent decks, but when you try and mix more than one, it sort of falls on its face. This flare. I mean, they point at the Fire Energy is killing me. If they just pass, I'm gonna boss up Flareon and just take the KO that way. Yeah. I love Regigigas. This thing is insane. Boss up Flareon. We didn't even need to do that, but I'm gonna do it anyway, and that's gonna take us into game number 2 with another Jewel Breaker. Absolutely insane deck. I love it. When Chien-Pao works, Chien-Pao works. But then again, these aren't the greatest decks that we're playing against, so I gotta remain a little. We gotta stay a little humble here. We gotta stay a little humble. But that's a beautiful win for number 1. Let's go into game 2. Welcome to game number 2, where we're going against the Lightning deck. More than likely, they are in Deoxys tier, which honestly we're gonna be calling heads on this coin flip. I don't think that Elos and TCG really matter too much. I mean, anyone can really just climb the ladder if they're playing like a donk deck and just keep resetting matches. I think at any point you're gonna be running into meta decks. I think the only thing that changes the more you go up is how efficiently people play them. But then again, there are some decks in this format, like Charizard, where it doesn't really matter who pilots them. You just sort of can win. All right, I was going to choose to go first anyway, so I'm not really too worried about losing that coin flip now. Oh, and our hand is all right. Our hand is nice, actually. I'll take this. So we're going to be able to Shivery Chill, and I think we're going to get rid of the Ultra Ball along with the 2 Water Energies. What are we playing against? I mean, I see Switch cards, so I'm assuming that it's going to be... This might be a Miraidon. Wait, why am I saying Miraidon? I saw Switch card. I don't know what I'm playing against. I guess we'll find out here in a minute once they turn over their active basic Pokemon. I mean, I'm not really too worried about what we're playing against. This hand is going to set us up for wonders. So what we're going to get off the secret box, we're going to get Buddy Buddy Poffin, Iono, and we're probably going to grab ourselves the Area Zero. Buddy Buddy Poffin for the... Oh, we get a Mulligan right here, and we get a Regigigas. We're going to see what they're playing first. Tapu Koko. This is the Zardinine of the current ladder. So we're going to go ahead and Shivery Chill right here. Grab ourselves 2 fresh 1 energy. We do have 10 in the deck, so I'm not prizing 6 like that one time I played a Limitless tournament. Never going to live that down. They call me Mr. Prize in the Discord for a reason. We're going to grab exactly what I said we're going to grab because we're never punished. I almost never prize. Buddy Buddy Poffin. Boom, boom. See, Irida would have been a little bit of a thing to keep on our early go ahead and Irida next turn for the rare candy. Not even the rare candy. We're gonna get back Excalibur, and we're gonna grab ourselves a TL Mask Ogerpon. Actually, I think that might be the shout, because then we can use Area Zero. We can take advantage of that, and then the turn afterwards. I don't think there's really any negative to playing Regigigas here. But if our opponent really doesn't have anything else to put down on the board, I think we're just gonna Superior Energy Retrieval, and then move on. So Electric Generator. I mean, that's 3 energy. I don't know what you're playing. It's wild. I still don't know what they're playing. This could be Miraidon, and they just got a really chalk start, and they just happen to play Switch cards for some reason. Maybe just for the healing effect, but I'm not really too worried about it. I mean, Chien-Pao is still a 4-speed rock. Berry Charm. Alright. So what are we going to do here? Are we just going to pass and then I can win? Or what's going to go? Alright. So as long as I play this right, I should be able to just win this turn, right? So we're going to grab ourselves 2 energy. We already have 2 in the discard. That's going to be 240. But we can see if we can draw a couple of things off of here. Another superior energy retrieval. So that's 1. That's 3. That's still 4. That's still going to be 4. And maybe we play Irida for... We can get backs. Definitely gonna get backs. And then we can play... Damn. Ultra Ball? Yeah, we definitely do Ultra Ball here. 100%. Right? Totally. Because then we can draw more with Bibarel if push comes to shove. So Ultra Ball away, a Water Energy, and a Palkia V-Star. We're gonna grab ourselves a Bibarel. We're gonna get the Bibs. We're gonna go into Bibs right now. We're gonna bench the Regigigas just to see if we can get more. Superior Energy Retrieval away a Superior Energy Retrieval. 6, 12, 18, 24. We just need 1 energy. Just one singular energy card off of this, off of these 3 cards that we get is going to be what we need to be able to close this game out. Can we do it? Can we get a single energy in 3 cards? Please. God. 240. All right, we'll do the 240. We'll do 240. That's kind of damn. That's especially after I got rid of 2 Palkia. That hurts. And if they get a board state set up, I'm gonna be so upset. I'm gonna be so upset. I had a chance. I had an opportunity to make it happen. I'm just gonna let that be known. I'm gonna let that be known. All right. The only decks I'm losing to right now is a Berry Charm. That Berry Charm ain't there. I'm pulling through. I'm pulling in clutch. But we have the Regigigas on the board just in case they want to pull something funny. We have the Baxcalibur already set up, so if they want to do something silly with Baxcalibur, we're going to be doing an Arven. So they're probably going to grab something like an Ultra Ball, a Level Ball, not a Level Ball, a Nest Ball. I keep forgetting Level Ball is already gone. Level Ball has been gone. What am I thinking? Nest Ball and Berry Charm. Okay. So I'm going to assume that they're going to Nest Ball, they're going to grab Miraidon, they're going to put the Charm onto it, and then they're going to Miraidon for another Miraidon, maybe a Raikou. Maybe? Or another Tapu Koko. Alright, I guess this is just Tapu Koko day. I mean, I'm not really too worried about it. I did really enjoy Sun and Moon, so Tapu Koko. If you know about the Flying Flip Tapu Koko, you know about the Flying Flip Tapu Koko. That thing was a menace to society. So they're going to be playing the energy on the Tapu Koko. Are they just going to let this one in the active get sacked? Is that what they're just going to do now? Oh, Vengeful Shock. That's probably what they're going to be aiming for, but I don't think... Yeah, we're Steel type. That doesn't one-shot us, dude. I don't want to Iono them and give them a good hand, but I might have to, considering our hand is absolutely just dead. And they're going to retreat into Cover Fossil. So I don't think we take any prize cards if we knock this out, right? 60 machines. Damage of attacks. Or effects of attacks. Did we still take a prize card for knocking that thing out? It doesn't explicitly say no. Doesn't explicitly say no. But I'm kind of worried if we're going to Irida for an energy retrieval. Our last one. And... Or do we go for... Because what do we have in hand? We have an Iono. I mean, that's only going to help us. Yeah, we're going to go for an energy retrieval. I'm just going to grab ourselves another... We're going to grab ourselves another Alolan Vulpix V-Star. Just for the... Just for the evenness of getting them rid of them. So 6 energy in hand. We're going to attach 2, and then we're going to do 90... Yeah, we're going to do 2, and then we're going to retreat. And then after this, we're going to go ahead and go and swing with Radiant Greninja. I don't see any text on there that says it doesn't give up prize cards, so I'm just going to assume that we're going to take 3 prize cards this turn. If I'm wrong, then shoot me. But I don't mind being wrong here. I mean, we're still going to take 2 prize cards anyway. But you can get Rare Candy and a Water Energy. Water Energy goes straight onto that other Chien-Pao. We are going to be hurting a little bit as far as consistency goes for a solid minute. I mean... I guess we can sort of deal with that. whatever. So we are going to be taking, yeah, so we do take 3 prize cards. So I'm sort of getting tripped up because a lot of other fossil type Pokemon do say it doesn't give up a prize card when it gets knocked out. But if our opponent wants to just Vengeful Shock right here, I wouldn't be too upset about that. We are missing our superior energy retrievals, so we are going to be probably whiffing a KO. I mean, it's honestly whatever. If we can get a Super Rod, then yeah, I think we just whip the KO next turn regardless of our state, because 260 is going to be 6, 12, 18, 24. I mean, we could draw an extra energy. Maybe. I think we retreat, Shivery Chill, and then Iono just in case we want to get that extra energy. But if they just Vengeful Shock right now, then we have a solid chance of pulling this game through. Ooh, Pokestop. Pokestop. That's going to be rough. Do we rip the stop? We don't play it, right? So there's this ancient philosophy. Iron Thorns, you're crazy. There's this thing that's like, if you don't play Pokestop, there's no reason to rip it. Like that right there, that is the fear. That is the fear right there. Getting rid of like 3 massive things right there at Pokestop. Yikes. So our opponent does do the Vengeful Shock, does take the KO on a Radiant Greninja, but I'm not really too worried about that because we can probably close this out this turn. We can most definitely close it out this turn. I mean, it's not really going to be anything too crazy to be able to, you know, we just want to be able to, we can get a Super Rod off the top deck, bring in Palkia, Ultra Ball for Palkia, and then just do it that way. There's a lot of ways that we can win this game right now, but if we draw into an energy, that's also a way we can win this game. Let me draw into an energy. That's a Chien-Pao. We needed you a little while ago, buddy. Actually, no, we didn't. Why am I lying? We only have 1 more energy left. Yikes. But you know what? Maybe we rip the stop, but I don't want to get rid of an energy if we rip the stop. You know what I mean? So I think the best way is to Iono first, right? We're gonna Iono, and we're gonna see if we can draw into anything crazy. Do we get the extra energy that we need? No, we do not. But we can bench you. We can draw some cards. All right, so we can Super Rod, a couple energy. No, we're gonna Super Rod in Palkia. All right, shuffle that deck up a little bit. We're gonna run the Pokestop. Ultra Ball. Oof. All right, we get a switch. We get another switch. So we kind of have to get the Palkia soon. Otherwise, it's gonna be rough. I'm actually getting like slowed down by Tapu Koko EX right now, just because of what was that? That's another bug. I gotta report that. Just kidding. It's not gonna get fixed even if I report it. So they are sitting at 20 HP. Let's see what happens. I mean, I probably owned them into the goat hand. Would not be surprised at all considering my luck, but we can always just Irida or the Palkia V-Star and then just take out whatever's left with the Palkia V-Star. I'm not too worried. We're in a really good spot right now. If they Iono, I'm gonna be a little bit upset. If they do that, then I have a better chance. I might have a chance. Yeah. You know, I have a couple Ultra Balls left. I have the Palkia. I have 2 or 1 more Irida. We've already played an Irida, right? Did we play 1 or 2? We played 2. So this is the last Irida we have in the deck. But if they just go for Extreme Current, then amen. You do you. I'll take a quick 2-0. And they're gonna go for a Nest Ball. So this game is gonna be over as quick as I thought. Hooray. Iron Thorns. Alright. This is gonna be fun. I love Iron Thorns. How you doing? So we're already rough on energy, and we're gonna be playing. They have an Iron Thorns on the bench. Ooh, wait, hold on. Hold on. If we can get a Rod and we can get in Radiant Greninja. Oh. Okay, if we can Rod and get Radiant Greninja back, that would be huge. So we're gonna rip the stop, see if we can get Rod, and if we can get Radiant, yeah, that's gonna be our best. All right. That might actually be our way out of this. If we can get a Rod off the Pokestop, Rod and Radiant Greninja, we can go ahead and grab Ultra Ball and Radiant Greninja, Palkia V-Star onto the Radiant Greninja. There's a way out here. There's a way out here. Or we can just attack with Palkia and then. Ooh, but does Iron Thorns Okos it, right? No, that's yeah. Iron Thorns Okos are Palkia. So that's gonna be a bit of a rough. This is gonna be a rough couple turns. But our best way out of this is to be able to get a Rod off of this Pokestop. Or we draw into one. There's our energy. Okay. Let's hit Rod. See if we can get the Super Rod. And there's the Palkia that we put back in. Alright. We're gonna go for a second Bibarel because why not? We're gonna go into Palkia. I mean, I guess we can bench the Frigibax, play the Irida out, grab the Rod, grab the Teal Mask or the Wellspring. I keep getting Teal because color blue, and yeah, you guys probably already know. Radiant Greninja, Energy. Where's the Palkia? There's Palkia. So we're gonna burn a switch. We're gonna burn both switches. I think that might be the way we're gonna do this right now, because then we still have the option to retreat. So we're gonna rip one Industrious Incisors, get a rare candy and a Buddy Buddy Puffin. There's literally nothing we can play there. Damn. Damn, are we gonna break our way? Are we gonna break? Are we gonna lose off of that? Because they can just attack for KO, and then we're in a really rough spot, right? Yeah. Oof. Right, because Iron Thorns isn't going to OHKO Chien-Pao, and that's sort of what I'm relying on right now. But this Palkia being gone is our only way to accelerate energy back. And they penny up the Tapu Koko, which I'm okay with. If they put up the Fossil... Yeah, I think maybe I was a little too ignorant with the way I was throwing away energy retrievals earlier. Maybe if I didn't get rid of that, I should have known a Rod was prized. But, hey, you live and you learn, right? So they're going to be playing the extra energy, and they're going to be taking out our Palkia. And I think that we might just lose. We may or may not just lose off of that. I mean, I shouldn't have ripped the stop. I shouldn't have done that. Getting rid of Palkia there is probably our way out. Like, I literally mentioned it like 5 minutes ago. Do not rip stop if you do not play the stop. And I ripped the stop when I don't play the stop, and then I got stopped, and then the stopping happened. But we learned the hard way, and sometimes that's the way I like to learn. Packet goes down. They take 2 prize cards. We are now behind. We are on the back foot. We are on the back foot now. Regigigas is just blocking up a bench spot, to be completely honest. But I mean, there is a way I can see us winning here, maybe. Honestly, I think we're just out. I think we're out of the game. But we're not gonna stop. We're gonna keep trying. We're gonna play Buddy Buddy Puff and take a look at what's left in the deck. We have 3 energy left in the deck. Hold on. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. We still have a chance to attack with Pal. And then I don't know. I don't know. We're just gonna draw. We're gonna draw some cards here. Latios. That's actually decent for us, right? Because then we can rare candy into another Bax, and then we can draw more. Okay, that's an extra energy, and we do have the Palkia V-Star for next turn. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna sit here. We're gonna let this cook for a minute. Right, because I mean, we could smack for 120, but that's really not going to be doing much, right? So I think we should keep this energy in hand. That might be the best way for us to be able to pull through right now. Yeah, we're just gonna pass, right? Because if we get 5, that's going to be enough energy to do some things. We're gonna be able to do some things. So you might have to. Yeah, Palkia gets one-shotted by both of those, right? So I think that our best out is to get hit real quick, right? And then we can attack with Teal Mask Ogerpon. It's not going to take the KO, and with a 4 retreat cost, that might be our way out of this, right? Because then it does 122 for. No, we can't even really Wellspring G's our way out of this. We only have 3 cards left. And Iron Thorns blocks off our ability to retreat. Yeah, I think we just lose because of Thorns, right? Because we have to pay the hard retreat. And then, I mean, I guess we could do that, but then, yeah, we kind of lose there. Yeah, unless we I mean, we don't have any cards in deck. We have no, if we Turo this thing, wait. No, because then we can't play Briar.
I was thinking maybe we Briar and then swing with Palkia for KO, but we can't.
But we can't. Oh man, that's so annoying. If I was just a little bit more patient, we probably could have pulled that off, but I guess we can just play Turo, pick it up, and then swing with Palkia for KO, and hope that they don't take the return KO. Whatever. It was chalk to begin with. They just pass and we lose. I mean, I guess I shouldn't have ripped the Bibarel. I mean, whatever. It happens. It happens. And the last prize is going to be our superior energy retrieval, our last one. So they just pass and we lose, but I'm honestly not even too worried about that. If I'm going to lose like that, I'm probably going to lose like that regardless in any situation. I could have played that a little bit better, maybe if I didn't bench the Regigigas. I was just scared that they had like some random Terra Pokemon. You already won the game, dude. If I would have top decked like a Briar or something and passed, and then, you know what I mean? There was a couple of ways we could have won that out, but it happens. I'm not really too worried about losing a game like that. If I'm going to lose a game like that, then it's just a learning experience, to be honest. But, yep, there goes everything. So, our opponent is going to be selecting their prize cards right now. We had a really decent shot. I think that what screwed us up there was the Iron Thorns not letting us use Latias's free retreat ability. But then again, it's not really that big of a deal. I guess we'll just move on to game number 3, and hopefully we can close out 2-1. Alright, game number 3, we're going against somebody with Water Sleeves, a far-fetched coin. I think that's far-fetched, right? That's far-fetched. I'm so chalked. I had like 3 hours of sleep last night, and I had to deal with a whole lot of nonsense at work, so I'm kind of like on the back burner when it comes to doing things, but I still was able to get on the computer and record a little video for you guys, so I hope y'all are happy. I hope y'all are happy with this. I mean, I think definitely tomorrow I want to cover Hydreigon EX. I think that's the play tomorrow, Hydreigon, because that's my oh wow, that's a basic. That is a basic Pokemon, and we have no way to get out of that. So I guess we can hope for a Buddy Buddy Puffin top deck. We can hope for a Nest Ball top. There's a couple top decks we can hope for, but I mean, outside of that, I mean, okay, we get the Wellspring Mask Ogerpon, which isn't going to be the worst thing in the world, but I would have preferred to get something a little bit more maneuverable in a sense, maybe an Irida, but I was hoping that maybe moving on, we could probably get something getting something a little bit better off that top deck would have been a little easier, but whatever. If we get donked by an EVEX, then I get donked by an EVEX, and then we just move on. We'll be 1-2, which isn't the worst. I mean, Chien-Pao has sort of been on the back foot for a while. It's sort of in the same spot that Golden Go is, in the sense that one deck performs at the same, or just barely above or barely below another. So, regardless, at the end of the day, it happens. Cyphermaniacs, I did have that in here, but I did swap it out for the Iono, and I did swap it out for the Regigigas. I played 2 Cyphermaniacs, because I think Cyphermaniacs is actually a really decent card if you play Radiant Greninja. I mean, you draw 2, you put 2 on top of your deck. I mean, it sort of makes sense. It's insane symmetry, but synergy. I am so chalked today. It's unbelievable. But we're about to be approaching the 30 set. All right, please, something off this. Somebody, please. All right, or Palkia. We'll take Palkia, definitely, and we'll attach an energy. Yeah. And sorry about that. We're just got to pass. I mean, this Bidoof is a tank. This Bidoof is gonna be sitting here for quite a while, unless we can get a supporter off this top deck. This is what I'm talking about with Chien-Pao. We're also bricking a lot. I mean, we play one draw supporter in the deck. But we do play a couple draws. I mean, we could draw into an Ultra Ball, but I really don't want to get rid of anything in my hand. I really don't. Arven, that would be beautiful if I could top deck one of those. We don't play Arven. You know, I've done this a couple times where I just tap the deck very lightly, and sometimes it just gives me what I want. So I'm gonna hope that the bug is still in the game where I can use the opponent's discarded Arven. I might have to cut that out. I'm gonna edit that out. Just kidding. That would be cheating, and I don't condone cheating. But anyway, I hope y'all are having a good day, because I'm certainly having one of the days of all time. Just one of them. One of the days that has ever been dayed has been daying right now for the day. And what I'm hoping for is another pass. Please just pass. Thank you. All right, please, please, please. Baxcalibur, that doesn't help me. Am I going to brick the last game that I play for the day? Is that what's gonna happen? I mean, I can't be mad at it. I cannot be mad at it. I kind of deserve it after losing that last game like that way. I kind of deserve to get bricked out a little bit. J energy on the Mew for that free retreat pivot. I don't know what the plan is going on from here. I mean, do they play any other evolutions? They probably play Jolteon. This might be a Jolteon deck, if I were to ever guess, but they're going to pass. Are we both stuck? Please, an energy that I can use to retreat into Palkia. And we're going to rule the region, and we're going to hope that next turn we can shuffle this deck up a little bit and draw something a little bit more useful. Iona would go crazy here. I would be putting a couple of these cards at the bottom of my deck, but I'm not really too worried about that right now. I just want to be able to play the cards that are in my deck, to be completely honest and real. That would be so awesome if I could draw into something that I could play. Me and my opponent are both stuck, but we're probably stuck for different reasons. They're stuck because they don't have the energy required to attack. I'm stuck because I don't have the attackers or the cards. So, like, you know what I mean? I mean, it's sort of like a 50-50. It happens. It happens to the best of us. I still think Chien-Pao is a bit of a sleeper build. I mean, if you took this to a regional, I wouldn't expect you to win, but I'd expect you to be able to post reasonably well. I mean, the item lock format is going to be annoying. Wow. Yo, are you dead ass? Yo, this game is garbage. Oh my god, that's wild. Am I really about a superior energy retrieval for a single energy? Is that really what I'm about to do right now? I might just do that. Yeah, yes, I did that, and there's nothing you can do about it, because you be mad at me all you want. All right, if I draw an energy, I'm taking 2 prizes. I will take 2 prizes if I get any energy out this top deck, and then those prizes are going to be what I need. Vaporeon EX. So we can get the Regigigas, but I have to be able to play the game first, and they're gonna boss. I hate everything. I'm gonna cry. Might just cry. I'm gonna Professor Churro Bidoof, and then we're gonna put Palkia back up. We're gonna bench the Bidoof again, and then we're gonna shuffle our deck again, because dear Lord above, we are not doing what we need to be doing right now. This game is a wash. I hope you guys are enjoying it. You know what I mean? Just sitting there, you know, probably laying in bed, probably on your computer, having this as background noise, just watching Chien-Pao get absolutely cooked. We don't even have a Chien-Pao on the board right now. We're playing There's no way we're playing this card. And why did it work? Why did that work? Hold on. I might need to tech in a Picnicker or two. I might have to tech that in, because right now we are at a yo, no. This ain't real. This is not real. This game ain't real. This game is not real. We're playing Lugia EX. Lugia EX, right? This is what we're playing? Oh my god, and the double Jet energy on the Mew EX, yo. We have the facilities to annihilate this deck. I just need to draw something useful. This is like, I feel like, you know that meme where it's like the dude like just sitting there getting the drops out of like the pipe, and then there's that big ass dude on the other side that's just like getting flooded with water. That's how I feel right now staring at this guy's deck. I don't need that, gang. Oh my god, I'm gonna tweak out. Oh my god, I'm stressing right now. We're just gonna take out the last stadium and just. Oh my god, I'm so upset, yeah. I'm so upset. There's no way this is real, right? You can hear the hunger in my voice. I want this. Look at those weak numbers on their board. I play 10 energy. Yo, you are not about to boss up Bidoof again and pass, right? You're not about to boss up Bidoof and pass. We're playing great. Yo, I cannot. Yo, I'm stressing out. I'm getting mad. I'm actually like, I'm getting angry at the state of this game right now. This is the problem with playing the same exact carbon. Like, let me top deck secret box. Zwilus. Is Hydreigon in here too? I'm so done. Yo, this game ain't real. This game is fake. Y'all are making me play. Not making me. Y'all are watching me play a fake video game right now. This game ain't real, and every single second of it ain't real. Because there's no way on this planet, right, that I'm sitting here staring at a Lugia EX, bro. All right. Well, there goes Bidoof. Say goodbyes. But if we can get an energy, we can take 2 prizes. You know, we play 10. We have 8 left, supposedly. I haven't prize checked because why would I do that? Probably should have done that when I was ruling the region twice. But, I mean, the full sends only. Full sends only. Please, just give, like, energy. Please, just 1. Even if I can't attack the next turn, if I can just draw into an energy or something, I can... That's just not what I needed to see. That's just not what I needed to see. And this yo, let's just check. Let's just check and see what we got here. All right, so everything is here. 5, 6, 7, 8. I prized 2 energy. Okay, that's normal. Okay, yep. Sorry, Air is there. Our Palkias are here. Latias, yeah. We literally have everything. We just don't have draw. We just don't have a way to draw into anything. And we're probably gonna get smacked real hard and cry a little bit. Because our opponent's playing Lugia, Evolutions, Hydreigon in 2025. This is like the level of backrooms that I'm in. I should be sweeping this dude off the floor. We're gonna water energy on the Dino is wild right now, and it's like I feel like I'm playing like I don't know how to describe how I feel, but it's just a level of disrespect and violation. I feel disrespected. I feel like they're just laughing at me right now, sitting at their HQ right now. If I draw rare candy, I'm gonna tweak out. If I draw something like a rare candy, oh my god, I'm taking prizes this game. I'm gonna take a prize or 2 this game. That's wild. All right, finally. That's 400 damage. That's a whole lot. And that's a lot of energy in the discard pile, but we are going to be taking 2 prizes. Thank goodness. Oh, wow. All right, so we do get ourselves a retrieval and a water energy and nothing else. Didn't get any draw power, any draw support. Are they going to genome hacking and then take out with Hydro Break? If they do that, I might be a little upset. Might have to crawl up in a corner and cry about that. We might have to just super rod Palkia back. Yo, if on everything, if they genome hacking and I draw Palkia V-Star, I might just end the video. I might just concede and call it at a loss because I'm getting frustrated. All right, so our opponent's going to be dropping an Arven down. I literally don't know what kind of pile they're playing, so I don't know what they're going to get. I would have loved to be able to... This is the type of deck where I would just ask my opponent why. Like, let's just take a look at their discard pile. So they play, yep, there's the Eevee and the Flareon, Picnicker. I mean, they got Cypher Maniac, and they're playing 4 different types of energy. I mean, Crispin targets maybe, but I doubt they even know Crispin. What do you do? Okay. Wow. Oh my god. Our opponent actually helped us out. They helped us out crazy. Yo, this hand is crazy. Hold on, we might be able to just reverse everything bad that's happened to us this entire game. We might be able to just reverse it, right? Because we have the Bibarel, we have the Chien-Pao. Like, I don't like seeing that Zwilus because the Hydreigon EX is going to be annoying to deal with. But I mean, this is a pile. All right, retreating into what? Are they going to stomp off and discard like? Oh, Lugia. Obviously, that's your go-to pivot. I totally forgot. Should have known. My fault, gang. So I guess we're gonna have an explosive turn right here because our opponent decided to be ignorant to our suffering. Boom. We're gonna drop you. We're gonna drop you. We're gonna drop you. We're gonna play you. Grab Grab everything. Just just grab the whole deck. Just grab it. Ultra Ball. Yep, exactly. Ultra Ball, away an Ultra Ball and a Water Energy. Or we can just concealed cards, draw 2, maybe get a Palkia off of this. Or something else. I don't know. Regigigas, awesome. That would be huge. We can actually fully retreat with that. Promote you. We have 3 energy in the discard pile. That's awesome. We're gonna draw 2 more using Chien-Pao. We're going to Baxcalibur. 6, 12, 18, 24. Yep, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna Superior Energy Retrieval, Ultra Ball, and Ultra Ball, and we're gonna grab ourselves the 3 Water Energy that are in the discard pile right now. We're gonna discard 4 to be able to hit the Lugia, and then we're gonna put that 4 on the Regigigas next turn to be able to take out the Vaporeon or the Hydreigon. So we are in a decent spot right now. We're actually living. We are feasting right now. We are feasting. We didn't even have to bib, or we did, but I just didn't even do it because I'm locked in right now. I'm locked in. I want to win this game, because I have been on the back foot for so long. Our opponent literally sat there and was like, you know what? I want this game to be over, so let's just help you out a little bit. And that's what I needed, and that's what I wanted to see. So glad that they were as generous, as kind as they were to give us a little bit of a hand right here. We just boss up Vaporeon, take the KO. I mean, there's the Hydreigon EX. We don't even need to use boss. We can just secret box the entire hand, grab a Superior Energy Retrieval and 2 other oh, there's a boss coming out on their end. If they take out back, oh, they're worried about the Regigigas. That's what they're worried about. That is exactly what they're worried about. All right, not really too, yeah, because we can just grab Energy Retrieval off a secret box, right? And then we can just Bibarel, and then yeah. So we are gonna one-shot this Hydreigon. Jet Energy on the I honestly don't even know what kind of a pile I'm playing against right now, but this is definitely one of the decks of all time, to be completely honest with you. So I'm going to, I mean, we're at 50 minutes right now. That's insane, really, especially considering that we did play 3. Okay, so they're gonna attach and attach. So we're gonna secret box away you because I don't really need anything else right now except for you. Yep, and then the rest we don't really need to worry about. I mean, we're gonna get rid of them with Superior Energy Retrieval anyway, and we're gonna take the KO with Regigigas, the Beefinator himself. 4 energy, that's exactly right. Let me make sure I can read, because I have had trouble reading these cards in the past, but we are going to be attaching those energies onto Regigigas, and after being on the back foot for like 18 centuries, taking out the Hydreigon. I promise you this deck is better than I'm showing it to be, but we are going to be pulling through right here with the 2-1 victory. I'm so happy that that game is finally over. I can go ahead and render this video and then something else, because good God, that was annoying. Did we get a pack on the thing? Yeah, let's do a little. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get out of the pack real quick. That was fun. Out of this little reprint set, Houndour, we got a Spritzy and a Blood Moon or Saluna. So yeah, I mean, that's the one thing about the set. It's just mainly a reprint set, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry for that last game. That last game was wild. If you want another look at the deck, here you go. I don't recommend. I'm gonna post the list in the description. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the list in the description so you guys can go ahead and copy it. And yeah, maybe tomorrow we pull out the Zoroark. I'm feeling a little sneak peek. We could pull out the Charizard. We might be able to pull out the Hydreigon. Yeah, I did say Hydreigon, right? So yeah, we'll do Hydreigon, then we'll do Zoroark, and then we'll do Noctowl. But I hope you guys have a good day.